like they're part of it, it really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick. It's a nip. 9 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Rudolph. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Now it's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st and 10 is Counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This is Johnson. He's got it.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And he whips that one incomplete there. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. The fake punt works to absolute perfection as they are now on the board here in the first half. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Rudolph. And he finds McDonald. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On first down, it's Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Snead's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rudolph. Looking deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go look.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. On 1st down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On first down, it's Rudolph. This will be caught just inside the 10. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're going to need some therapy after this. You go tight. You got tight.
Ingram again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Mark Barron. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. A run with counter on 1st down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Rudolph. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 22, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Wormley able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation. Late games.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Go there. 8 read. Hey, exit. Now.
After the interception, here's Rudolph trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
14, 14, run it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 71 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That catch certainly easier than the one Tyler Lockett made in the back left corner of the end zone in the Thursday night win over the Rams in Week 5. My goodness, that was incredible. In fact, the advanced metrics called it the most improbable catch in the NFL in the last 2 years. And if for some reason you missed it, look it up. Pretty impressive. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 11 yards there, 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Nice 40. What we got?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. From From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the quarterback, there in coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive with Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Speaking of Cook, he continues to be a workhorse in the Minnesota backfield. More evidence of that in Week 7 against the Lions. 25 carries, a league-high 140. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Cousins. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Cook on 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins now. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on 1st down. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their time. timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coaches' talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting to...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 12-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Get that ball.
From the gun, here's Cousins. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 71 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Barely got the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Single.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. And the Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 66 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey! High 7.
From the 36, Cousins. Looking sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing, Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 73 yards. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Seahawks take over.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll buy some time right. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. And he's got Lockett. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the event.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.